Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your third and final video blog of the night for Tuesday, October 27, 2015, around 7:25 in the evening, Belleville, Massachusetts. Sun's down now, it's dark. Tomorrow, we're gonna get some heavy-duty rain, remnants of Hurricane Patricia, and a wind watch is in effect, and that's going to boost our temperatures to the 60s and 70s. Most of the leaves will be off the trees because of the wind and stuff like that, or some of them will blow away and stuff, but it's not going to be serious wind, but we'll wait and see. Some news to report: Walgreens is going to buy Rite Aid, and it's going to overtake CVS as the largest pharmacy chain in the United States. So that's subject to FTC approval. And there's been big rumors that the Arizona Coyotes are looking to move out of Glendale, Arizona, to move back to the Phoenix area, a new arena in Phoenix or Scottsdale, probably to share it with the Phoenix Suns. Personally, I think the Coyotes should move out of Arizona and the desert Southwest completely to Seattle or Hartford, Connecticut. But NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman's going to try so hard to keep the team in Arizona. That's about it on the news. My third and final video blog subject of the night is about the classic TV sitcom, The Munsters. The Munsters were a 60s comedy show about a spooky family and stuff. And it was on CBS from September 24th, 1964 to May 12th, 1966. 70 episodes were made. It was created by Alan Burns and Chris Hayward, and it was produced by Joe Connolly and Bob Mosher, and it was filmed at Universal Studios. It's distributed by NBC Universal, and it was about a spoof on a little bit of monster movies of the 1930s. It was headed by Herman Munster, who was a hard-working guy who worked in like a funeral home, and he had a wife named Lily Munster and Grandpa Munster, and they had a son named Eddie Munster. The only normal person in the family was Marilyn Munster. She was a normal lady and stuff. She was like attractive and stuff, and it starred Fred Gwynne as Herman Munster and Yvonne DiCarlo as Lily Munster, Al Lewis as Grandpa, Butch Patrick as Eddie Munster, and for the first 13 episodes, Beverly Oland played Marilyn Munster, and Pat Priest took it over for the rest of the series and stuff like that. The Munsters were actually shot in color for a test episode by CBS in 1964, and it had some change. It was a little bit different. It was like a 16-minute test shot. It was actually, they had a couple of cast changes before. It was Joan Marshall who played Phoebe, and Nate Happy Debmore as Eddie. And CBS saw this, the test episode. They liked the series, but they thought Joan Marshall was too similar to the lady on the Addams Family and stuff like that. And Happy, the man's character of Eddie Munster was more of a brat and stuff. So, and they made some changes, and they had Yvonne DiCarlo as Lily Munster, and Butch Patrick as Eddie Munster, and it was much more different. And the Munsters were shown in black and white, and when they made their debut in 1964, it was a big hit for CBS and stuff. A lot of funny stuff with the Munsters, They were like a hard-working family that lived at 1313 Mockingbird Lane and stuff. And from time to time, Lily Munster and Grandpa would get jobs to help out Herman, but Herman was a hard-working individual. The Munsters were like a blue-collar family, and there were somewhat similarities of the Munsters and the Addams family and stuff, but the Addams family was a little more gothic, while as the Munsters were, kind of oddballs, but they were, very funny and stuff. The comedy was a little bit slapstick. Storylines were, funny, very funny and stuff. So many episodes surrounded Herman and Grandpa, which was pretty good. Marilyn, who was the only normal Munster. She was attractive, but she could not get a serious relationship because every time she brings her boyfriends over to meet like Herman, the boyfriends would get so scared of them and stuff like that. And the Munsters had pets. They had Igor, who was a dragon who lived under the steps. And Spot was like the dog. Charlie the Raven, and Kitty, who was a cat, but he roared like a lion and stuff like that. And 38 episodes were the first season of the Munsters. They were a pretty good big hit. They were in the top 20, and they were renewed for season 2 for CBS. But the quality of the second season episodes kind of deteriorated because they ran out of good fresh material for them and stuff like that. They even had a Munster mobile, which was pretty good and stuff. The second season was hampered because in January of 1966, the Munsters faced off against Batman, which made its debut on ABC, and Batman trounced the Munsters in the ratings and stuff. There was rumors if the Munsters were going to be renewed for a third season, that it was going to be shot entirely in color, because by 1965-1966, all CBS shows were shown in color. The Munsters were one of the last shows to be shown in black and white and stuff. But like the actors who were on it, Fred Gwynne and Al Lewis, wanted to move on to do other things and stuff like that, and they were kind of against the Munsters being shown in color and stuff, which, I didn't blame him because, I couldn't see like the Munsters in color at all and stuff like that. So the series ended after 70 episodes and stuff. It was very, very, very funny and stuff. And the costumes and appearances of the Munsters looked like classic monsters from old like Universal movies, including like Herman Munster, who was kind of a Frankenstein and stuff, which was pretty good and stuff like that. They actually made a Munsters movie that was released in theaters a few months later called Munster Go Home, which was shot partially in England and stuff like that. The Munsters entered syndication in the early 70s and it's been a big hit. It was seen in Boston for many years on WLVI TV 56 and WSBK TV 38. In the 1980s, it was shown on WQ TV 68 in Boston and stuff, and it's been on many cable networks, including Nick at Night, TV Land, Sci-Fi. It's currently on Cozy TV weekdays at 5 p.m., which is seen locally on WMFP Channel 62. And also the Munsters made several other movies and stuff. In 1981, they had a new show called The Munsters Today, which was in first-run syndication for 2 years, in 1988 through 1990, but that was horrible. They made a Munsters movie in 1995 for Fox. They actually had a Munsters special on NBC in 2012, which was, kind of a dramedy. Got good ratings, but NBC was against rebooting it for a full-time series and stuff. And there's talk from time to time about a Munsters movie. At one point, the Wayans brothers were interested in producing a Munsters movie, but I heard the script was not that great and it was rejected. And that's about it on the Munsters. That's about it on these video blogs, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. One other thing, I was mentioned a few minutes ago on Lisa Bell's new 6 Facebook video chats and stuff. She does them from time to time when Julie Broughton's like not working and stuff. I was mentioned on it a few minutes ago, and that's good. Hopefully Julie Broughton's back doing these video chats soon when she's back working and stuff. Hopefully that's in a couple of days, because I always get mentioned by Julie Broughton. She's my favorite blonde, you know. That's about it on that. I'll be back tomorrow, Facebook and YouTube and Twitter. You're going to get 3 more video blogs. First video blog will be about my review of Halloween Havoc 1998, WCW pay-per-view from Las Vegas, Nevada, the MGM Grand. Second video blog will be about Week 8 NFL predictions. And the third and final video blog of the night will be about the CBS Sports Spectaculars. Keep calm, and I'm a Julie Broughton guy. Molly Rosenblatt rocks and has nice legs. Elizabeth Hutt so stunning. And in the words of former WCW World Champion Vader, it's time, it's Vader time. Good night, see you tomorrow.